What's up, guys? It's your boy, Mr. Pen Drop with the Pen Drop Show. Like I told y'all before, I love bringing in new guests. So I got my guest, Miss
Karen.
Karen. Hey, Karen, how you doing today?
I'm doing good, Mike. How you doing?
I'm doing really well. I appreciate you coming on the show today. So, if this is your first time watching the show, I do a series called Rewriting Homes where we like to talk about expats that's leaving the United States and they're moving abroad to different countries. We got Colombia's, the Brazils, we got Thailand, all those different countries. Because it's no secret, like I always say, guys, people are tired of living in the United States. So we're gonna do something a little different today, though. We got Miss Karen here today, and by the way, y'all, Miss Karen is she's my Spanish teacher. So this means a lot to me that she was able to come on here and just be open to just sharing her experiences. So I'm gonna do something a little different. Like we're gonna talk to somebody who's not actually leaving the United States, but we're gonna talk to somebody that's actually living in Colombia. So can you first all start off by telling us who you are and telling us what part of Colombia you're from? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Karen. I'm Colombian and I'm living in Colombia right now. I'm an architect and also I'm a Spanish tutor. And yeah, I'm a Mike's teacher. So yeah, thank you for having me here.
No problem. And not to mention, y'all, she is a great teacher, very personable. I'm gonna leave her information toward the end, but let's jump right into it. So, what makes the city? What part of Colombia are you from?
I'm from Bogota, the capital.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So, it isn't Bogota? It's not Cartagena. It's not the Medellins that we hear about. So, tell us the difference between where you live in Bogota versus the Cartagenas and the Medellins and the Cali.
Mm.
What's the temperature like? What's the weather like? What? Tell us a little bit about Bogota.
Yeah, well, in Colombia, you can find many cities. Cartagena is really famous, so it's next to the sea. So of
Hmm.
course it's really hot, and Medellin is like in the middle, not hot, not cold. My
Okay.
favorite, by the way. And Bogota is the capital, so it's in the mountains.
Okay.
It's really high, so it's cold, but it's it's okay. It's not cold, really, really cold, but it's in the mountains. So I really like it. It's the capital, so you can find many opportunities and many things to do. So it's a good city to live.
Okay. So compared to those other places, what is so special about Bogota? What makes Bogota so special?
Okay, well, I think it's because it's the capital, you can find everything. It's like
Hmm.
everything. I'm talking about culture, I'm talking about like entertainment, like good,
Right.
the highest buildings are in Bogota. So it's a really good city to live with. If you like big cities, you
Hmm.
like to the parties, like well, it's many cities in Colombia that have that, but I think Bogota is special because it's the capital. It have it all:
Right.
history, culture, entertainment, everything.
Right. So were you born and raised in Bogota? Born and
Mm,
raised?
well, actually, I was born like 1 hour away from Bogota in a little town. It's called
Okay.
Zipaquirá. It's really small, and then I
Okay.
moved to Bogota because I my university was in Bogota. So yeah, I moved. Then I was working in Bogota, and yeah, that was before traveling. Yeah.
Right. So prior to that, like all things, things change, right? Everything
Oh,
changes, right?
yeah.
So what have you noticed that was different now about Bogota today versus a few years ago? What has changed?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think everything is just growing up like so fast. It's
Hmm.
not only Bogota. I mean, it's all South America that is growing,
Right.
and everything's happened just in months. So of
Right.
course, Bogota have changed so much, and I think right now the offer, I don't know, from concerts, from entertainment, from people
Hmm.
that is coming to Colombia, everything is just developed really fast.
Nice. So, with growing comes you have your tourists. Okay, like you said, Cartagena is well known and it's the more a known destination where a lot of people go. So they're in Bogota, right? Have you seen a spike, or do you starting to see foreigners coming to live in Bogota?
You, wow, yeah, a lot. Actually, a lot of my students,
Hmm.
uh, they they start learning Spanish because they wanted to come to Colombia. They know that there's so many beautiful cities to live
Hmm.
here. So yeah, I know because most of my students that come from US, they actually are right now living in Colombia, or they are trying to come to live, like, definitely. So that's why I know, and actually I have many friends, not
Hmm.
only in Colombia, in just whole South America, because
Right.
they know there's a big opportunity here to start a new life.
Okay. Okay. So you think the attraction is just the growing pace of Bogota? That's why a lot of people are coming. Do you think it's for a better life, or it's just Bogota's a place to be?
Oh, well, I think it's because here you can find things that maybe in US you can find, or maybe it will cost you a lot.
Hmm.
Because, of course, if you come to Colombia and we have pesos here,
Hmm. Hmm.
so the difference, it's a big difference. So
Yeah. Yeah.
probably you are going to increase your lifestyle, you are going to have a better uh, life quality.
Right.
So that's why people it's coming, and they know that they can have better houses, better,
Hmm.
yeah, I don't know, work opportunities, everything that is different from US.
Okay. So how do you feel? Do you feel like the locals are accepting of foreigners, or they like the prices are going up because the foreigners are coming? So we don't want the foreigners, or are they like, we don't mind? Come on.
Yeah, well, I think, like, we as Latin people, we
Hmm.
are really warm,
Hmm.
and you won't see this like people it hates tourists or something
Hmm.
like that. No, I think like, you will love it, because, and I feel most of my friends that come from Europe or US, they always say the same. Like, Latin people is so warm and they are so
Very
kind,
friendly.
yeah, really friendly. They are always trying to help. That's
Right.
something I love about Colombia. It's really, it's the people what it makes it a home, a place to stay.
Right. Have you personally met any foreigners and interacted with them at all?
Well, yeah, well, many of my friends are from Europe or from US, like all over the world. I give classes to
Right.
students that they come from all countries. So yeah, I know, I have talked with them that maybe they had visited Colombia in a
Right.
previous time and they love it. Yeah, I don't think I ever hear someone like
Yeah. Yeah.
just complaining about anything in Colombia.
Right.
Yeah, no, I
What's
don't think.
What was your impression? Were you excited about meeting new people because they were from different places? Were you accepting to it, or were you just kind of like, let me get to know them a little bit, or how was that?
Yeah, no, I love to meet new people, and
Hmm.
well, I try to my best with my English. I know it's
Hmm.
not perfect, and I make a
Right,
lot of mistakes, but
like my
it's,
Spanish.
yeah, and it's so lovely just to get to know new people and new cultures. I have
Right,
learned so much, and in every interaction it's so cool. I can
right.
learn a lot of things, and yeah, I know, I love to have new people. My family know my some of my friends, my yeah, really love people that I love. They
Hmm.
come from US or they come from other countries, and I think every time they come to Colombia, people is really warm with them.
Okay. You say a lot of people come from different countries. What country are you seeing the most? Are you seeing Europeans more, Americans more? What country are you seeing a lot of people coming from?
Oh no, I think people from US. I think a lot of them they want to come here, and most
Hmm.
of my students. That's the reason why they are learning English, Spanish, in most cases. What else? I think I have few in Europe, also Asia,
Hmm.
also,
Hmm.
yeah, some other countries around the world, but mostly US.
Okay. How safe is it for foreigners to live in Colombia? Is it a safety factor? Is it robbery? I know we talked about the drugs and all of that. Is that going on in Bogota, or is it isolated to different areas of Colombia?
Okay, yeah, that's the thing that most people is worried about coming to Colombia,
Hmm.
and they are thinking, oh, maybe it's dangerous, maybe I don't know, you can get robbed in the streets or something, but I have traveled all South America as a sole woman, and I
Mhm.
have traveled all Colombia. And I never, to be honest, I have never been robbed in
Mhm.
Colombia, and, and I have lived here
Never.
all my life. Yeah, never. Of
Mhm.
course, that's something that happens all the time.
Mhm.
But what I want to say is like it's more about a stereotype that
Mhm.
Colombia is so dangerous that you can go out, or maybe that I don't know, people with guns in the streets, and
Right.
that's not at all. Eh, we are going through hard times. Maybe in the past we were going through those hard times, but right now it's an stable situation in Colombia, and actually that's why it's growing up so fast, because right now it's more about the opportunities that come in those times, that the violence that we have, they they already went through.
Right. And I like the fact that you said that it is safe, right? Because like I said before, the stigma is that it's not safe, that there's different things going on like robberies, drugging. But at the end of the day, you can get robbed in the US, you can get robbed in Europe. I think it's all about how you carry yourself, okay? And the
Exactly.
company that the company you keep. If you go out
Yeah.
doing bad things and looking for different
Trouble.
activities, you're gonna get those things that you're looking for. Don't you agree?
Exactly. Yeah. I told you because I know you are coming to Colombia, and it's
Hmm.
like, if you're looking for troubles, you are gonna have
You're gonna
those.
find it.
Yeah, you
Right.
are gonna find them. But as I'm traveling along right now in Colombia,
Hmm.
and I think it's a safe country, and we have really small points when maybe it's more complicated situation,
Hmm. Hmm.
but it's really specific points that probably is not touristic at all. It's like
Hmm.
more far. That's a reality. I just want
Okay.
to make clear that. But in the big cities, or in general in the whole country, it's a safe
Right.
place. And I always say that to my friends or to people I met in hotels or hostels or whatever, because I don't like that stereotype that Colombia has about just drugs. It's a
Okay.
country you can find drugs or women. It's not like that. It's so
Right. Right.
beautiful, and there's so many things to you can enjoy here.
Okay. I know you said it's safe, but I know people may ask and wonder, like, well, it may be safe because you're Colombian, but what about those foreigners? Is it safe for foreigners as well that's coming in?
Yeah, I think it's safe.
Okay.
Actually, I think there's a specific in the touristic places, like
Hmm.
in certain cities that are more common for tourists to come here.
Hmm.
I think it's really safe. And also, always recommend certain precautions that you should
Absolutely.
have. But it's not only in Colombia. It's like traveling everywhere. You should have some precautions, and that's how life is.
Right.
But but yeah, I think for tourists is really safe, and you can find many places, especially to meet people in a set way, or
Hmm.
maybe if you want to visit certain places that are more far from the big cities, you can
Hmm.
do it with companies. There's many options you can take if you want to get to know more about Colombia.
Right. So moving on to the properties. I don't know if are you familiar with renting homes or buying homes? How easy is it for the foreigners to come in and rent homes to live? Do you know anything as far as is it easy for them to rent? Do they have to be a resident? Do you know?
Okay, well, I know a little bit. I study architecture, so I know a little bit. In my Some of my students, they have told me how was the process here in Colombia,
Hmm.
and as far as I know, it's really simple. It's not
Okay.
something complicated at all. I think Colombia is one of the countries where you can do this process in a easy way,
Okay.
and so the prices are really good here
Hmm.
for foreigners, and actually, I think it's a great opportunity because you can find really good properties in really
Right.
good zones of the cities with all the everything you need around, and yeah, it's not a hard process or like full of politics. But yeah, I think it's really good for foreigners to come here.
Okay. So let me ask you this. All right, you Colombian, right?
Yeah.
What is a normal day? What's a normal day in Colombia? What is a normal day in Bogota? Give me a normal day.
Okay, so well, I think uh, actually I love more used to in the mornings, for example, used to you can ride a bike, for example. I love it. So I
Hmm.
just going around my city. I like to maybe take 1 hour to ride a bike or run. In Bogota, you have many. I don't know, like streets used
Hmm.
or spaces used for bikes. So that's something that I like. In close where I am living right now,
Hmm.
there's like so many parks in a really big ones. So
Okay.
maybe with a lake or library. So I like that about the zone I'm in Bogota right now. It's residential mostly,
Uh-huh.
but has many parks around. And so yeah, I work from home, so my day is really like
Flexible.
doesn't have, yeah, flexible, doesn't have an
Hmm.
order. So
Yeah. Yeah.
maybe in the mornings I can go for a run, and then
Right.
I can go for groceries or something like that. I
Okay.
like coffee shops to work, so I'm trying to find
Hold
places.
that thought.
Yeah,
Something came to my mind. Let's
yeah.
talk about that coffee for all you coffee drinkers. Tell me,
Oh,
tell them about the coffee now. I'm not a coffee
yeah.
drinker, but you tell them about the coffee.
I love coffee. Yeah, I love it. So Colombian coffee is one of the best.
Hmm.
And actually, in my long trip, I miss it so much because I think it's special. I don't know why, but in other countries, I don't find it the same as here.
Hmm.
And it's
Hmm.
no, I told you, you think you don't like coffee because you have the black one, the
Yeah.
regular. But
Yeah. Yeah.
no, I think in Colombia, it's so tasty. It's like you can take like fruits or like herbs. Like I don't know, it's like a tea. It's something
Yeah.
different, and I love it. And every time in the morning, that's why I love to work on coffee shops because
Because
I
I know
love it.
you love. I know you love that coffee. You talk about that
Yeah,
coffee all the time.
yeah, no, I love
So,
it. It's amazing.
so what do you think foreigners love so much about Colombia? What is it about Colombia that they just love it so much?
Wow, it's I don't know. It's everything. It's just I'm gonna give you an example. I stay in as a volunteer in a coffee farm,
Hmm.
and the owner he comes from U.S. and he just buy this property with a river in the middle. It's so beautiful, and I fell in paradise. To be honest, I stay there just working in the farm, picking coffee beans, and and then I just went to the river to take a bath. Then we have sauna, and it was a beautiful place. In the morning, I just went to the trees and just pick some orange and lemons and apples just to prepare my breakfast. That's crazy. I love it. And yes, with the just picking the eggs from the chickens, and I don't know, it's amazing. It's beautiful place. I remember he was working from home, and he just told me like, this for me it's paradise. There's no other place in earth than this, like having all
Right.
this around me. And this is a story that all my students are telling me, like I love
Mhm.
Colombia and I just want to stay in and find my home here.
Right. Right. Because I've visited a lot of countries. I speak about a lot of countries, but no other country comes up the most outside of Colombia. Like Colombia,
Mm,
Colombia, Colombia, Colombia. And now we're not just talking um the obvious, like a lot of the guys for the women. Okay. A lot of guys love Colombia for the women. They have top three dead or alive. They love it. Colombia is like ranked number one. I think they said Venezuela. Like the conversations we have, Brazil, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? They talk. Colombians always seem to be in everybody's vocabulary. Where you want to go? Colombia. Why? Colombia. They don't even give me like it's Colombia. Like people really love Colombia. And one thing I love about Colombia is the fact I love the culture. And when I say
Mm,
the culture, I mean the way you guys interact when it comes to entertainment, partying. And I'm not talking about one of the wild parties. I'm just talking about just everybody gathering. I can't remember the beer that's in the green container, but that is one of the small little green beer. I mean beer. I mean
mhm.
things like that. I see how y'all hang out in a park, relax, and enjoy. Y'all look legitimately enjoy life. It's no pressure. There's no headache. There's no fighting. It's just not saying that people don't have fights there, but for the most part, I say about 95% of the time when I was there, everybody is loving, caring, want to have a good time. The ambiance of the restaurants, the customer service, unlike here in the US, and I'm not knocking you guys in the US, but the customer service is so much more functional and better. You know what I'm saying? People legit want to have fun. It's not about looking cool, standing on the side of the wall. Y'all will get up and really dance. You know what I'm saying? Y'all dance, y'all interact, y'all laugh, y'all smile. No, you're not angry. Here it's almost like people are so busy and work all day that they're always angry. But when I go to Colombia, I don't feel that anger. I feel happy. I feel like I'm a part of a family that's not my family. You know what I'm saying? So that's what
That
I love about Colombia.
Oh, no, you're right. You're right. And to be honest, I didn't notice that when
Mm-hmm,
this is funny because it's just how is my country. And
mm-hmm,
then I left. I left Colombia for 1 year and a half, 2 years.
mm-hmm,
I was traveling through South America, and yeah, we are all Latin, and I can feel that spirit in all the Latin countries.
mm-hmm,
But then I came back to Colombia, and for the first time, I don't know, I saw it in a different way,
mm-hmm,
and it was so cool because people use the way they answer you in a restaurant, the way they
mm-hmm,
just treat you. They are
mm-hmm,
always. One day I was lost with my boyfriend in the street, and everyone was,
mm-hmm,
"Do you need help?
mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can get to your hotel. Let me show you." People just want to help, and they are not doing it for any bad reasons, or maybe sometimes the customer service is just forced. No,
Right,
people here is like, "What do you need? Yeah, this is it.
right,
Look,
right,
get this." And I love that about Colombian. It's just the spirit of the people, and I
right,
never noticed until I just came back, and it was
right.
like, wow, like people is not like this in other countries or in other places. It's crazy.
And it's like it's a saying that they say service with a smile. And in Colombia, they really service you and really smile. It's not fake. It's not forced. It's just the way they are. And I just love that. That's why I can never get enough. I think last year or the year before, my passport was full of Colombia. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm to the point where I want to explore different parts. Like you already know, I'm going to Medellin this upcoming week, and what you helping me with the Spanish. Shout out to her again, y'all. Y'all need to get in touch with her about the Spanish. It's been great, and I'm just looking forward because you even told me yourself that's Medellin is like one of your favorite cities. I really didn't get to experience Medellin the first time I went because I got sick. It's because of the weather. I went from hot part of Colombia to just right,
Mm.
that just right, and it happened to be raining, and I got sick, so I stayed in a hotel room. I only think I did one activity, but I'm so excited to see your favorite city. Even though you're from Bogota, your favorite city, what you said was Medellin, and I'm just looking forward because I heard nothing but good things about Medellin. So, if someone visit Colombia, what local foods and traditions should they experience? What's some of the foods that you recommend?
Wow, so many. We have so many fruits. But
And
okay.
the fruit too.
Oh, wow, that's yeah, that's even more options with the
Mm,
fruit. We have so many fruits like here in Colombia. Um, in probably you will never see it in other countries because they are specific from Colombia or specific from this area.
mm-hmm,
So yeah, I recommend you to go to a market like
mm-hmm,
public market and
mm-hmm.
just start trying everything you don't know
Hey,
how.
hey,
Yeah, everything
hey.
weird.
Yeah.
Just try
You
it.
say everything weird. Try everything that's weird.
Yeah,
That's a good one. Try everything that's weird, y'all. So
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. That was
no, no.
good.
And about the food, we love cheese. You will
What-
find so many things with cheese and
Right.
really good. Like
Yeah.
my favorite, maybe this is maybe sounds silly, but my favorite thing is fruit salads. Not only because they put a bunch of them,
Mm-hmm.
but also because they put cheese and ice cream. And I think that's so weird. Maybe it's not common in other countries.
Right.
And then you try it, you give it a try, and it's delicious. I love it. That's
Right.
my favorite dessert.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. So, what is your biggest advice for someone that's thinking about relocating to Colombia? Before they come to Colombia, what advice would you give them before they come? Outside having a good attitude.
Yeah, no, I think but the best way to start is coming to Colombia and just give it a try. Like try weird things, just get to know the cities, feel the vibe, and I know you will fall in love, and that's enough to want you to stay to want it to stay in Colombia. I know because it's so many options. Like we have cities like hot cities next to the sea, but also in the
Mm-hmm.
mountains with like the perfect weather, or maybe cold, maybe so many options. Just everything close to each other. So everything you like, you will find it here.
Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and get ready to wrap it up, but I had a couple more questions for you. So, what do you see Colombia 10 years from now with the influence of foreigners coming in? Where do you see Colombia 10 years from now?
Oof, well, I think we are just growing and growing
Hmm.
everything like Colombia and especially Bogota. We are growing in architecture, construction, so many
Hmm.
opportunities. The city is just getting ready to receive more people and just to give better services in
Hmm.
transportation, and just finding the right place to live. So there's so many things that are happening right now in Colombia in the big cities like Medellin, like Bogota, and I'm sure it's just gonna keep getting better and better because South America in general, it's just
Growing.
growing and just getting better. Many people is coming here investing
Hmm.
in many areas like construction or entertainment, culture, everything, and so it's growing at the same time. Just in a it's integral.
Okay. I want to touch on two more things. Let's talk about school. Let's talk about the school system and let's talk about the healthcare system. Let's talk about those two things briefly. And from your perspective as a Colombian, a person that's a native of Colombia and also a foreigner that's coming in, tell us about the healthcare and the education system. So if I'm bringing a family, say I'm bringing my family, is it schools that's Americanized or blended, or give us a little intake on that.
Yeah, I think there's so many opportunities. Again, I'll keep
Hmm.
saying that, but I think it's really true about educational because many schools, not only for English,
Hmm.
we start with the bilingual system that is almost a rule now,
Hmm.
but also with other languages, maybe German, maybe French. There's
Hmm.
schools, many schools just specific
Nice.
that are mixed in many languages if you are interested in that. And about the health system, it's getting better. Big hospitals with all the specializations that you need, especially in Bogota. Especially in
Hmm.
Bogota, it have so many services that I think is just really competitive with the international systems, health systems. And I know because I was working for a while with some insurance in US and
Hmm.
in Colombia, so I know we have a really good offer uh, related with healthcare.
Okay. Wow, you said that. Well said. Well said. And I know normally I ask people what's their five favorite countries. Okay, but for you, we're gonna do something different today. Give me your five favorite cities in Colombia that you recommend that people have to see. Five.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna start with the three one we already talked about: Bogota, Medellin, and Cartagena, because they use, yeah, it's everything in those three cities. But
Hmm.
also I love Santa Marta because it's amazing, one of my favorite places,
Hmm.
and everything that is around, it's crazy. We have the Lost City, Tayrona Parks, many things, beautiful natural parks that you can
Hmm.
find there. And for the last part of, I will say Pereira. I know some students they are going there to live,
Okay.
because it's a beautiful city in the mountains and many things around, just to travel and enjoy. So that will be my top five in Colombia.
So that last city that you spoke of, what's the closest proximity to a major city? You said the mountain, so is
Medellin,
it Oh, so it'd be close to
Medellin.
Medellin. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
close to Medellin, and yeah, it's all the same region, so it's the same weather, kind of. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
out those five, what would be your favorite? You only could choose one. Your favorite.
Okay, I'm gonna say Medellin because it's my favorite. It's so beautiful and many things to do. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear that. Medellin wins once again. Bye bye, Cartagena.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
if they
no.
wanted to get in touch with you for your studies, anything, how can they reach you?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you my Instagram, my website, where you can find my services as a Spanish tutor for everyone that wants to start with the Spanish. Maybe you don't know anything about it and you just want to start. You can do it, or maybe if you already know a little bit and just to want to grow, and just improve your language, I can help you with that. So I'm gonna leave you all my social media platforms where you can find me. Okay.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna put all her social media platform. It's gonna be at the bottom once we drop this YouTube. I definitely appreciate you, Karen, for coming on. Especially you just came through. You was like, DM, I'm ready. You ready? I got free time. So I definitely appreciate you. I know you're on vacation. We ain't gonna hold you up anymore. We held you already for 31 minutes. So next time, guys, we're looking to meet up with Karen in Bogota, or one day she may link up with us in Medellin, and we're gonna she's gonna show me around. So y'all stay tuned. We're gonna do a part two to this. So till next time, y'all. Peace. Thanks, Miss Karen.
Oh, bye bye. Thank you.